Well, thank you so much, the School of the People, for inviting me to give a little experience sharing about the how to write research or review article in front of you guys. So hope you guys are enjoying this workshop, I can say. So I'll go through a few of the slides and I'll be sharing my experience so far. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. So my name is MD Dilwar Hussain. I did my bachelor and master's in applied chemistry and chemical engineering from Bangladesh. After that, I did my PhD in chemical and biological engineering at the Hong Kong University Science and Technology from Hong Kong. Then I worked as a visiting student under the Division of Chemistry and Chemical Engineering, California Institute of Technology for 1 year. Then after that, I moved to Stanford as a postdoctoral scholar. I started last year. So far in my research background, I have published more than 20 research articles as author or co-author, who is including Nature Communication, JACS, Advanced Energy Material, and etc. So I'll be go through a few of the slides that will be sharing my experience so far in this research journey. So hope you guys will be find some interesting thing, and feel free to ask any question at any point. So let's go through the step-by-step guideline and training to how we can start to write a research article or review article. So first step is there is no alternative way to read the research article. So if you want to write a review article especially, then you have to have proper knowledge about the topic you want to write a review article. So there should be many more websites to find some of the relevant research article, those which you are interested on. And particularly you have to find your interest in particular subject, then it will be helping you to find some relevant literature. And for the literature, so for the literature, how you can find the relevant literature. So there are several ways. So the most effective way to search some of the keywords of your proposed title in the Google Scholar, or you can go to the journal website. So there are different journals which are publishing in different fields. For example, if you work on chemistry, there are several journals. Those journal only dedicated for the chemistry, similar as like physics, biology, everything. So you have to go to the journal website and read their aim and scope, and you will find your relevant research article. And try to find some of the key discussion, I can say, from each of the article, and make it summarize for the future part. And yeah, so download the article and read carefully, acquire sufficient knowledge of particular topics which you are going to be write a review paper. So this is a more important thing when before you are starting the writing a review paper. So the more you will be read, more will be learn, and you will have a very, very good idea about what you're gonna do in case of writing. So then the thing is comes first is choosing the title. This is the most difficult part, to choose the title, because this is the thing the reader will looking for. So this will attract the reader as much as you want. So try to make your time and think before you choose your title, and spend some time to identify some problem or issues what you are looking to write as a review paper or research article. Then after that, your title should be very clear, concise, informative, and moreover, it should be attract a large number of readers. So this is the title, and after that, yeah, so what I was talking about, so that will help you to get maximum amount of reader attention to read the title, then they will go through the main text. So normally the readers, they usually don't go through the whole papers. So they first look at your title, then after that, maybe they find some interest, then they will go through the abstract or conclusion. Then if they find more interesting, then they'll go to your main body. You can say the result or discussion part. So the title is very, very important to start your review paper. Then after that, the another very, very important thing is abstract and keyword. So the abstract, generally, when you write a review paper, so the abstract should be right at the end, because in the review paper, you will have some idea what you're gonna summarize the whole review paper. So that summarized thing will be written in abstract. So you spend time to writing initially, maybe just a draft of abstract. Then after that, you can modify it when the whole review paper will be finished. And also the similar thing is keyword is very, very important because when the readers will search the paper, so they will put some keywords. So that if your paper has those kind of keywords, then your paper will be, your paper will become fast. Then the reader will try to find some interest and read your paper, and they will maybe cite your paper and follow your paper. So these keywords normally varies for journal to journal, but mostly it 5 to 6 important keyword from your whole review paper. So that should be defining your whole review paper. So that 6 keyword will define your, I can say the structure of the whole review paper. So I can say the keyword is as important as like abstract and introduction. So after that, so you will start from the introduction. So in the introduction, there will be few parts. So first of all, you will just write an overview of your topic, then try to explain what is going on currently and what is the main problem. So it's kind of like problem identification at the initial part of introduction. After that, you will make some review of the previous work. So you can say like some of the people tried to solve this issue, but still this is not sufficient. And later on, you will find that problem and you will say like, okay, my work is different from their work and we are going to solve this lacking. So this problem identification is very much important in the first 2 parts. And then you will give a brief summary, maybe a few sentences. Then after that, you will identify their problem and you will put what you have. So that will be conclude 3 typical paragraph in the introduction part. So first part will be overview. The second part will be past paper. They tried to solve that issue, but still that couldn't be solved. And the third part will be focused on your work. Okay, so you will be trying to solving that problem which is still existing, and your review paper will be sufficient to solve those kind of issues. So that will be 3 part of the introduction. So similarly, the introduction shouldn't be that much long in the review paper, because in the review paper, anyway, you will have to have so many, you have to have review so many articles. So that will be go into discussion. So it shouldn't be too long, and also it shouldn't be too small. So it should be 1 to 2 pages of your A4 size page. That should be sufficient. 1 to 3 maximum. And the 5th step will be very critical one. So if you want to write a research article, so this 2 thing is very important in case of research article, because you will doing some experiment or theoretical study, it doesn't matter, but you have to have the method and material discussion part. So the first part will be method and material. So there, how you will did your research, you have to write each and every point for there, because it is very important to reproduce your work. So if anyone want to reproduce your work, so they will follow your method and material section, and they will be able to reproduce your work. So that will be key part of this your method and material. So summarize and write each and everything on your method and material part, what you have done during your experiment, each and everything. So this reproducibility is very important in the ethics of research. So that should be highest priority we should keep in mind. Then after that, the research result and discussion part, it is very important to start with some physical characterization. So in case of material science, chemistry, even some physics part, so you will start with some physical characterization. Then after that, you will go through step by step, and at the end, you will have the most important result. So that will be your confirmation result, I can say. So mostly in the chemistry, we people generally have done some physical characterization thing. For example, the material characterization in the beginning of the result and discussion part. And at the end, we'll do some chemical characterization. So that chemical characterization, actually the confirmative test of our research article. So this should be always followed, this thing. Then the similar in the 5th step, in case of review paper. So in case of review paper, so as we don't have any our own result, so we will discuss some previously published result. So in that case, we will have only discussion part, and that discussion, sorry.
Line go.
Is anyone stopping? Can you guys mute?
I would like to request to keep your microphone off or mute so that we can hear your noise there. And it will be good for us and the other participants to absorb the speech of the speaker. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks. So in case of review paper, so we'll directly after the introduction, we'll directly go through the critical discussion part. So that will be titled as discussion part. So in the discussion part, we will refer some of the previous results, but we have to have the proper discussion of what they found and what need to be solved in the next. So it shouldn't be only you are copying the thing from the extract. It shouldn't be like that. So it should be a proper discussion what they claimed before. So that should be discussed appropriately, but yeah, obviously it will be concise and critical. And after that, After that, it is also important. So there will be several contradictory results. So for example, you are wanted to write a review paper in some topics, but previously there are some negative and positive review paper based on that topic. So you can also include that part in your review paper, and you have to have find the answer of that argument. So you have to have discussed with both sides, and at the end, you need a proper proof that okay, this uh, author is right and the other author is incorrect. So there will be some resolved discussion on your review paper, which can uh, I can say value your review paper to the great community of the readers. So this is the discussion part. So the discussion part, I can say if you want to discuss is in a larger way, then it should be, you need to find more and more paper based on the particular topic. And I also suggest to you guys, when you guys write some discussion part, then you can make some subtitle. Then that will help you to divide your discussion in different section. So this is the main important part, the discussion part, and the more lengthier part in your review paper. So the last step in the review paper, so it is a summary and the future outlook. So at the end, you should have a good summary of your review article that overview your all the information you included into the discussion part. So that will be summary of your review paper. And with summary, it is very important to give some future outlook. So that future outlook is actually help the readers to find another issues and working on the another problem solving work. So this future outlook is very important, and this is the core thing I can say to attract the more readers on your field. And in case of research article, so you have to have the conclusion part. So that conclusion part will be included your result, what you have found in during your experiment or simulation, your main result. You should be summarizing your conclusion. So there is a very quote, important quote by the researcher Deepak Bhattacharya. You should aim to write a review that leaves a clear impression of what you will understand. So this is very important to write a review paper, and still you keep some mystery to be solved for the next generation, or maybe next the people those are interested to work on your field. So that will also attract, this is the another way to attract more people to read your paper. Keep some mystery and keep some outlook direction. Okay, if you want to go this way, that could be very prospective. If you want to go this way, this could be also very prospective in future. So this thing is very important. And never end, this is the end, but not the least. So this is the proofreading section. So this is at the end of your review paper. So after finishing your whole structure of a review paper, so you have to go through several times to check your spelling mistake and grammar. And also, if you want, you can take help from your friend. Those are very good in the literature background. Also, like if you're not, English is not your first language, then you can also take help from some language polishing service. There are several paid language polishing agencies. So you can also try to take help from there. So this is the final slide. So this is the step by step what I have discussed so far. So you need to find some aim and scope based on your relevant research field. Then after that, you have to make a draft of your title, abstract, and keywords. Then you have to start with introduction, followed by the materials and method in case of research article. And in case of review paper, you have to write the result and discussion. And finally, you need to conclude your main observation from your research paper. And in case of review paper, you need to summarize your whole review thing. And at the end, you should also write some future outlook that could be helpful for the next generation. So I would like to ask if you guys have any question, feel free to ask me. I'll be happy to give you, I'll be trying to give you the proper answer as best